Good morning, my gardening buddies. I'm Kathy with Pretty Girls Play in Dirt, and today I want to show you some annuals that I'm getting ready to put down today. The other day we did perennials, kind of foundation planting, and today I'm going to put some color, add some color into the front garden with some annuals. Now, I'm pretty much a creature of habit, so I kind of stick with the same thing, really simple. The things that I'm going to show you today are things that do well in full sun. So if you got a lot of sun, I'm telling you, these are workhorses of the garden. They will bloom and they will stay. Here in Georgia, they stay sometimes to Thanksgiving or until the first really hard frost. Okay, so I start with these. I call these Joseph coats, and in a lot of landscaping, maybe office buildings or things like that, or fronts of subdivisions, you'll see these round green mounds, and they're Joseph's coats. So I kind of line my first front garden with these, just kind of as a nice border. And then I'm going to use sun patience. Now keep in mind, these are different from impatiens. Sun patience can bloom in the sun. Impatiens, if they're in full sun, they're going to wither away. So I do different colors of impatiens, okay? And then somewhere on the side, I like a lot of color, so butterflies, so I do zinnia. And these are going to be real colorful. I got these and some yellow and orange. Make sure you get some contrasting colors, because when they start blooming, that's where the real interest will be. And again, these zinnias, they're going to bring the butterflies like nothing else, okay? And for my fountain, I have a little fountain. I chose petunias. This is actually my favorite flower, but I avoid putting it in the ground because it has somewhat of a weeping habit, meaning it kind of falls over toward the ground. They don't stay up as well as I like plants that are in the ground. So put them in pots or in fountains. That's my first choice, but you can do what pleases you. One thing before I go, I really want to show you, I picked this one up at a nursery. It is a petunia, but it's called a black mamba. And I live in Georgia, and there's this guy in McDonough, Georgia, that propagated this. He wanted to make a flower as a tribute to Kobe Bryant. So he mixed his colors. I think it took him a couple of years. And this is as dark as he could get. In the bright sunlight, I still see some purple. But when you just look at it first off, it looks black. And it's called the black mamba, okay? And it's a petunia. So I'm going to take special care where I plant it. I'll put it on the porch here in a pot instead of in the ground, because I think that's going to be really, really special. So before I go, whenever you buy your annuals, make sure you try to contrast your color against something green or against your house or even against the mulch that you use. That's very important. And like I got these a couple of days ago, one important thing was to always water them every day, because when they're in pots, they dry out, you know, a little quicker than otherwise. And when you put them down for that first 2 or 3 weeks, make sure they don't dry out. And if you're somewhere, I would say like Texas, but for me, Texas is another planet. It gets really hot there. But the rest of us, just keep them reasonably moist, okay? And you'll do fine. So make sure you get out, enjoy this beautiful weather, and play in the dirt. I'll see you next time.